Hey guys, Bearbonez here, and today I want to talk about the Philip K. Dick book, Blow My Tears, the Policeman Said. This is the first Philip K. Dick book I've read, and it's fucking awesome. It introduced me to his fascinating personal story, as well as unique style of writing and personal philosophies. I know he has a huge following, but for those of you that don't know, he was a science fiction writer and philosopher active from the 1950s until the time of his death in the early 80s, and during his lifetime he enjoyed very little fame. His writing has been adapted for, as well as inspired, a lot of films, way more than I knew about until fairly recently. Films like Blade Runner and... fuck... I gotta check my list. Films like Blade Runner, Total Recall, Minority Report, Paycheck, Memento, 12 Monkeys, and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, to name a few. He claimed his writing was inspired by paranormal experiences he had as an adult. Things like visions of biblical characters, as well as visitations from a prophetic voice that appeared to him as a pink beam of light. A common theme that runs throughout his writing is the phantom twin. And he was a twin himself, and actually he lost his twin sister in infancy. And when she was buried, they actually had both of their names inscribed on her tombstone until the day he died. I'm sure this had a serious effect on him, as is made evident by his strong focus on metaphysics and loss. He was extremely paranoid, suffered from anxiety disorders, and may have been schizophrenic. Another big theme in his writing is authoritarianism. Evidently, he came home one day to find a break-in by the FBI and began to theorize a number of conspiracies that were being perpetrated by the government that preoccupied him for the remainder of his life. This book deals with parallel dimensions, hallucinogens, dystopian futures, police states, fame, personal identity, as well as the value of human existence. The main character is Jason Taverner, and he's a world-famous talk show host and musician who wakes up one day to find that his identity has been erased and no one knows who he is. Deprived of the fame that acts as the central pillar of his identity, he scrambles to unravel the mystery of his predicament. When the book starts out, we see Jason at the pinnacle of his success. He can have what he wants when he wants it. And from this point, we see him torn down to the raw core of intelligence and ambition that got him the fame in the first place. Maybe I'm slightly sadistic, but I really enjoy a good story that rips away all the bullshit and illusions that characters build up over time throughout their lives, and we get to see them exercise their core qualities that were hidden beneath bravado. The backdrop to this character deconstruction is an authoritarian, dystopian future plagued by pornography, as well as drug addiction, and a universal moral apathy. People have become addicted to illegal phone lines that transmit pornographic videos to their phones, wearing away the pleasure sensors in their brains. The manufacture of synthetic escape reaches new heights in the book, as we're shown a drug that actually strips us of the ability to keep track of time and space, allowing us to slip into parallel realities. Keep in mind, this book was written in the 1970s, so there was no internet. It was pre-smartphones. He had a keen insight into where we were heading technologically and uses drug use and technology to show that metaphysical curiosity really underlies everything that we do. Who are we, and what does it all mean? I mean, these are divine questions that he asks through a narrative that accepts the gritty reality of life without giving in to hopelessness. Flow My Tears, the Policeman Said. Read it, buy it on your phone, or if you're like me, get a paperback because you like the feel of real pages on your fingies rather than touching a touchscreen. Thanks for watching, you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments section below, like or subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode of Bearbonez.